Going to do a recording, a training video for Kathleen Gage. I'm going to first share my screen and show you some documents. I'm going to give you steps to gather information that will be used in a newsletter. First, I'm going to open a Word doc template, and I'm going to give you a copy of this. We'll open in the browser http://powerupforprofitspodcast.com/archives. Once there, we're going to click on a button that says Expand All to see all of the episodes. Starting from episode 001, we are going to be copying a link URL and pasting it into a Word document, copying the first paragraph and pasting it into a Word document, copying an image and pasting it into the Word document, and then copying the image URL and pasting it into the same Word document. The instructions are to continue doing this same practice for each episode. The next document I'm going to show you is the newsletter information template. On this template, you have 4 columns: the episode link, the paragraph link, the image link, and the image. Let's do this first one together. Now I'm going to go over to my archives page, Power Up for Profits, podcast.com archives. I'm going to scroll down where a button says, you can see that this whole list of all the months, Expand All. When you click on the Expand All button, it opens it up so all the 119 episodes can be accessed. Now scroll down to the bottom. We're going to I'll show you what I did with Jason Fladian 001. All the way at the bottom, these links are hot. You click on that link. The page opens up. The first thing I want to do is go to the very top, select and copy the URL. So right-click, copy. I'm going to go back to my newsletter template document and paste that into the first box where it says episode link. Then I go back to my browser, opening up the page, scroll down, and take the very first paragraph. Some of these will be longer than others, and you get to use your judgment if you need to include 2 paragraphs, and I'll demonstrate that with number 2. So select it, copy it, and we're going to go back to the newsletter template and paste it into that first box. Excuse me, the second box where it says paragraph. Then we're going to go back and capture the image, going back to the archives page, right-click on the image, and you can copy the image. Go back to your document, paste that image into the box. Some of these images will be very large, in which case it will take up too much space. Let's make sure we get the image link. So we go back to the page, right-click on the image, and copy the image URL. Taking that, we paste it into the document, the template document. Now let's do the second one. Let's go back to the archives. And to do that, I click the back button on my site. It unexpands it, so we need to go back and expand it. Scroll down to episode 002. Episode 002 is Susan Lassiter-Lyons. Click on that link. It opens up the show notes page. Go to the top, select and copy the URL, go to my newsletter template page, and paste that URL into the first column. I then need the paragraph. So I'm going to go back to the show notes page. In this case, there are 2 short paragraphs. I'm going to select 2 short paragraphs, copy those, back to my newsletter template page, paste those in, and I see that this is very large and the spacing is awkward. So I'm going to select this print, go up to where the size lets me choose. I'm going to choose 10. It's still extra large. Go over here to where Word allows me to adjust the line spacing and select just 1. Reduces that down into size. Now I need the image. I'm going back to the show notes page. I'm going to right-click on the image, copy the image, go back to the newsletter template, paste the image. I use Control-V. You can also do right-click, paste. Now I want the URL for that image, so I'm going to go back to the page, right-click on the image. Oops. That one gave it. If I right-click on the image, I can get. So then I'm just going to go to the top here and select it. So if you click on the image, you also can get the URL. Control-C. Going back to the newsletter template, pasting that into the box. And there you have it. That is how I would like you to gather the information that we can use and compile for the image. Thank you.